I had it all. A loving family. My life looked perfect on the outside. I was using drugs and selling them. In July of 2019, I got caught for selling drugs and went to prison for 4 years. When I was released from prison, I was homeless and scared. But I found my way to a men's shelter and came to the men's Easter dinner. And when I heard about the Mission Academy, I knew this was the place for me. I want to tell you more about the mission and what a difference it could make. And I'm going to tell you through the story of Kelly, my walk with me partner. Because he embodies me and everything that helps a person like me make it to the next place. I have enrolled at the San Diego College of Continuing Education, and while working full-time as a security guard, I began the plumbing certification series in May of 2023. And today I can say, I have finished plumbing 1, 2, and 3.
The last 12 months, it began with a decision. I'm going to do this program. There is a new power in your life. A power that no human being can give you. It's a commissioning day to launch you into a new life. Live full lives in the fullness of God. God bless you.
Well, that was a year and a half ago. Can you believe it?
No.
Dan, I am so grateful you could join us today. Can you tell me a little bit about your story of what happened a year before that video took place? What was going on in your life?
I was in a dark place. Didn't have hope. Lost my family. Went to prison, obviously, that you heard. But then things changed. It changed a lot. At the mission, I saw the light. I was able to work on myself, and through the mission, they have a program where you can work on yourself, and if you're willing to talk about where you were and where you want to be, they can help you. And they have a lot of good programs, and I took advantage of all of them.
So Dan, how did you find out about the rescue mission?
I was staying at Father Joe's, and one day someone said that they're going to have an Easter dinner or lunch at the mission, and I said, let's go. And it was the best decision I made, because when I got there, Laura, who's here, was the very first person who I saw with a big smile, and very warm hug and welcome. I was like, wow, what is this? I want to see what this is all about. And that's how it all began.
And so at the mission, you obviously were such an incredible student and resident that out of all of your classmates, the mission picked you to represent and to give your testimony in front of your graduation. How was that experience?
At first I was nervous, but then I just said, maybe it'll help someone. So I just poured into it, and I was thankful. It's just another way of showing that things could change if you want to make a change.
So that was in May of 2024. It's now September of 2025. What has happened since then?
Well, I graduated in May of 24, and Mario, who was the director of outreach, which I was doing while I was at the mission driving it, which is, we have a shower trailer, and I'd go to places to help. We'd go to places to help people, get a shower. And I did that for 8 months while I was at, in the mission. And he said, Dan, I'm gonna be the director at the South Carolina Lighthouse, would you like to maybe fill out an application to be facilities manager? And I was like, you know, I already had plans. I was gonna, I know contractors, and I was a handyman before I got in trouble, and I still have those relationships, and I made plans to like go back to do that. And then I prayed about it, and so I went ahead and filled out the application. And you guys can't tell anybody what I'm about to tell you, okay? He called me and said, Dan, has HR called you? And I said, no. And he goes, well, I'm gonna tell you something, you're hired. And I was like, okay. You know, HR hadn't even told me. So I started crying, and I was like, thank you. That's what happened.
And how's it been going from being at the mission to now helping people who are in a very similar situation that you were in at the Lighthouse?
So every day I am thankful to go to work and to give back and to tell anybody who will listen that, you know, my story and tell them, you know, what you can get out of the mission if you decide to go do the 1-year program. And that's what I do every day. I never forget where I came from, and I just want to help.
If there's one thing that you can tell people, you know, people here today at beautiful St. Timothy's Lutheran Church, what's one thing you want them to know about people on the streets?
They're people. They're someone who needs to be seen. There's someone who could be your brother, sister. You know, firsthand I know, I'll give you a story. At the Lighthouse, there was a family, and there was a mom and 4 kids, and they're like 2, 4, 6, 8, that age. And I would always say hi to them, you know, because I love kids. Nothing for 2 weeks, nothing. And then one day I'm working, and someone pulls on my shirt, and he goes, Mr. Dan? And it was one of the little boys. And he goes, hi. You know, and it just, that's what it's about. They just want to be seen. And they're traumatized, and they need to get back to where they feel like they're someone. So for me, that's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm just making sure they're seen. And it takes a while for you to feel like a person again when you come off the streets. So I know that. I won't forget it, and I just hope I can help.
Amen. Well, can we give Dan a warm welcome? It's a gift to see day 1 at the Rescue Mission, for you to be an alumni representative saying that this works is just such a joy for me. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.